Hey, congressional leaders have announced a deal to avert a government shutdown on Friday. Talks had previously hit a snag over funding for the Department of Homeland Security.
Our congressional correspondent Kilmeny Duchardt joins us now live with an update. Kilmeny.
Yeah, Katrina, Bob, good to be with you. What we have is the framework. To be clear, that is not the legislative text, which is being debated behind the scenes right now. And this is for the remaining batch of appropriations bills for the fiscal year 2024. Speaker Johnson announcing the funding in a statement, which will include money for the State Department, Congress, and the Pentagon. Lawmakers, however, are skeptical, having not seen the text, and it's unclear at this point if Speaker Johnson will attempt his conference to forego that 72-hour review rule. Now, ahead of that agreement, the House Freedom Caucus had released a statement signed by more than 40 members saying that at some point, border security has to be more than something aspirational that we simply message on. Is there a point at which we refuse to let this happen on our watch, or is there no threshold of harm to our nation for which we would refuse to fund the government perpetrating the invasion? Well, Republican Senator Mike Lee releasing a lengthy statement on X referring to congressional leaders and President Biden as the firm. He says we have reasons to be concerned that this bill will perpetuate a multi-trillion-dollar deficit, be laden with corrupting earmarks, and fail to force Biden to secure the border. The fact that there's an agreement is hardly a reason to celebrate, especially if the firm plans to deny Congress any adequate opportunity to review, debate, amend the bill before it is passed, and exactly the condition in which they present it sometime today or tomorrow. Senator Lee is urging members to say no to the firm. Now, again, we expect that legislative text to be released tomorrow. We expect quite a bit of opposition from some House Republicans, particularly in that group that we heard from the House Freedom Caucus, that were angry that a lot of the elements of H.R. 2, the immigration bill passed in the House, were not in these final bills for the Department of Homeland Security. But there is probably enough Democratic support to push it over the edge, and President Biden has indicated when it passes both chambers, he will sign it into law.
All right, Kilmeny Duchardt on Capitol Hill. Thanks so much.